Welcome to our detailed exploration of aerial warfare during the Great War. Today, we delve into the daring exploits of Captain Eddie Rickenbacker, America's top World War I ace. Drawing from his memoir, Fighting the Flying Circus, we focus on Chapter 18, Strafing the Drachen, a pivotal episode that highlights the complexities and perils of engaging enemy observation balloons. Strafing the Drachen, Eddie Rickenbacker's bold mission. Observation balloons, known as Drachen, German for dragon, were a critical element of World War I espionage and artillery coordination. These colossal gas-filled envelopes measured approximately 200 feet in length and 50 feet in diameter, tethered to the ground by steel cables connected to winch-equipped lorries. Positioned roughly 2 miles behind the front lines and typically hovering at altitudes below 2,000 feet, they served as elevated platforms for artillery observers. By 1918, both the Allies and Central Powers had deployed over 1,800 observation balloons along the Western Front, spaced every 15 to 20 miles. Observers equipped with high-powered optics could monitor a 10-mile radius, relaying real-time intelligence on enemy movements, trench layouts, and artillery effectiveness via telephone lines. Their ability to adjust artillery fire with precision significantly increased the destructive capability of ground forces. For Allied fighter pilots, these stationary Drachen presented a tantalizing yet treacherous target. Theoretically, destroying a balloon required a swift approach, a burst of incendiary ammunition, and an immediate withdrawal. However, the reality was far more perilous. Balloons were enveloped by sophisticated defensive measures, including intense anti-aircraft artillery, AAA, commonly referred to as Archie fire, and dedicated ground units armed with multiple machine guns. Statistical analyses from the period indicate that the life expectancy of a pilot attacking a balloon was significantly lower than during typical aerial engagements. Ground defenses were strategically positioned to create interlocking fields of fire, anticipating the most likely attack vectors. Captain Rickenbacker, having secured 6 confirmed aerial victories without sustaining injury, grappled with the persistent presence of German observation balloons. In his memoir, he reflects, "This balloon business puzzled me, and I was determined to solve the mystery, attending their continued service, in the face of so many hostile aeroplanes flying constantly in their vicinity." His determination stemmed from both a strategic imperative to reduce enemy reconnaissance capabilities and a personal challenge to advance aerial tactics. Rickenbacker resolved to develop a systematic approach to neutralize these formidable targets. Recognizing the necessity of collaboration, Rickenbacker enlisted 4 fellow pilots from the 94th Aero Squadron. Reed Chambers, known for his tactical acumen, James Meissner, celebrated for his aerial agility, Thorne Taylor, noted for his meticulous approach, and Lieutenant Archie W. Liggett Loomis, a promising tactician. This assembly of expertise aimed to devise and execute a coordinated strategy against the Drachen. Their collective experience and mutual resolve set the foundation for an innovative assault plan, blending individual skill with comprehensive tactical planning. The team conducted an exhaustive analysis of 5 German balloon sites, utilizing aerial photographs acquired from French reconnaissance units. They scrutinized the precise positions, surrounding terrain, and environmental conditions. Key considerations included the topography, enemy anti-aircraft placements, and prevailing wind patterns. Drawing inspiration from Belgian ace Willy Coppens, credited with 35 balloon victories, they studied his techniques, particularly his use of Leprier rockets and low-altitude dawn assaults. Coppens' success with these tactics underscored the potential effectiveness of surprise and specialized armaments. The strategy hinged on attacking during the early morning twilight to exploit low visibility, intending to minimize exposure to ground defenses and enhance the element of surprise. The morning of the mission. On June 25, 1918, at precisely 0230 hours, the team commenced preparations under the cover of pre-dawn darkness. Each pilot meticulously inspected their Newport 28 aircraft, ensuring the reliability of their 9-cylinder rotary engines and the synchronization of their Vickers machine guns loaded with incendiary ammunition. An unexpected setback occurred when Rickenbacker's aircraft exhibited a magneto malfunction, rendering one of the dual ignition systems inoperative. This mechanical issue increased the risk of engine failure, a perilous prospect when operating behind enemy lines. Weighing the risks, Rickenbacker resolved to proceed, driven by commitment to the mission and confidence in his remaining Magneto. Departing at 4:30 hours, the pilots dispersed toward their individual targets. Rickenbacker ascended to 15,000 feet before crossing the front lines to minimize detection. To preserve the element of surprise, he executed a silent glide by cutting his engine, a tactical decision that necessitated precise aerodynamic control. Navigating over Goin and the Bois de Fac forests, Rickenbacker observed the stillness of the morning, a deceptive calm before engagement. At approximately 5 hours, he identified his target, the German Drachen ascending as anticipated, silhouetted against the dawn sky. Initiating his descent, Rickenbacker approached from the east to leverage the wind direction, anticipating that the balloon would be offset from its tethering cable. At the critical moment, he reignited his engine, mindful of the earlier malfunction, and aligned his sights on the prominent iron cross adorning the Drachen. Upon engaging his twin synchronized Vickers machine guns, both weapons jammed after discharging only a handful of incendiary rounds. This mechanical failure, possibly due to ammunition feed issues or synchronization gear malfunction under the frigid conditions at altitude, left him without armament at a perilously close range, mere 200 feet from the target. Simultaneously, the balloon's ground defenses responded with ferocity. Anti-aircraft artillery and machine gun fire converged upon his aircraft, creating a lethal barrage. The German observer executed a rapid evacuation via parachute, a standard protocol designed to preserve their vital reconnaissance personnel. Confronted with intense ground fire, Rickenbacker executed immediate evasive actions. He employed sharp banking turns and unpredictable altitude adjustments to disrupt the gunner's aim, leveraging the Newport 28's agility and climb rate. The aircraft's 160 horsepower Gnome monosoupape engine enabled a swift ascent out of the effective range of ground fire. This harrowing escape underscored the inherent risks associated with balloon attacks, the convergence of mechanical unpredictability and formidable enemy defenses. Rickenbacker's experience highlighted the complexities that belied the ostensibly straightforward task of balloon strafing. The return journey. As Rickenbacker navigated back towards Allied territory, an incident unfolded that epitomized the chaotic environment of the aerial battlefield. Approaching a French observation balloon from an easterly direction, his aircraft was mistaken for an enemy fighter. The French observer, acting on protocol, initiated an emergency descent via parachute. This misidentification highlighted the challenges of aircraft recognition and communication amidst the rapidly evolving tactics of air warfare. It also reflected the pervasive anxiety experienced by observation crews, constantly vigilant against sudden attacks. Upon landing at 5:45 hours, Rickenbacker reconvened with his team. Each pilot recounted similar difficulties. Lieutenant Meissner could not locate his target balloon, likely retracted due to heightened alertness. Reed Chambers encountered formidable anti-aircraft fire and failed to inflict decisive damage. Thorne Taylor and Lieutenant Loomis reported mechanical issues and dense defensive responses. Their collective experience underscored the reliability of German defensive measures and the limitations of their current tactics and equipment. Despite meticulous planning, the mission's lack of tangible success prompted a sober reflection on the feasibility of such attacks without technological or tactical advancements. Reflections and lessons learned. The team's post-mission analysis identified several critical factors. First, the ineffectiveness of incendiary bullets against the balloon's gas envelope became evident. The high-velocity rounds often passed through without igniting the hydrogen gas, a phenomenon exacerbated by the presence of moisture and fire-retardant coatings on the balloon fabric. Second, mechanical reliability presented a significant issue. The propensity for machine gun jams, particularly with the synchronization gear required for firing through the propeller arc, demanded improvements in maintenance protocols and potentially the adoption of more reliable weapon systems. Third, the sophistication of enemy defenses necessitated innovative approaches. The deployment of Le Prieur rockets, as utilized by Coppens, or the development of specialized tactics exploiting enemy vulnerabilities, became focal points for future operational planning. This mission exemplified the fluid dynamics of air warfare during World War I, a period marked by rapid technological innovation and tactical experimentation. The struggle against observation balloons highlighted the intersection of intelligence gathering, air superiority, and ground-based air defenses. Notably, the strategic imperative to neutralize enemy reconnaissance assets propelled advancements in aviation technology, weaponry, and operational doctrine. The insights gained from such missions directly influenced the development of interwar aerial strategies and the eventual doctrines employed in World War II. Captain Rickenbacker's endeavor to strafe the Drachen offers profound insights into the challenges of early aerial combat. Despite the mission's immediate shortcomings, it exemplified the courage and tenacity of pilots who continually pushed the boundaries of what was tactically feasible. The lessons derived from this experience are multifaceted. The critical importance of mechanical reliability, the need for adaptable tactics against well-defended targets, and the enduring value of thorough planning and post-mission analysis. Rickenbacker's reflective observation, "I was determined to investigate this business until I too had solved its mysteries," encapsulates the relentless pursuit of excellence that drove aviation innovation during the era. Thank you for joining us on this in-depth analysis of Eddie Rickenbacker's confrontation with the German Drachen. If you found this exploration informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more detailed examinations of historical aviation events. We encourage you to read Fighting the Flying Circus, to immerse yourself further in the first-hand accounts of World War I aviators whose experiences shaped the future of aerial combat. Their legacy continues to resonate within modern military aviation and serves as a testament to the enduring spirit of innovation and bravery. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we delve into the technological advancements that emerged from the crucible of the Great War. Until then, continue to explore the skies of history.